1960. Is that a game that got away from you?
Got away from Vince.
Yeah.
See, we were, you know, we were all young.
This is really your first. This is the first championship game.
First championship game. Here we are in Philadelphia. We're playing a championship game after only 2 years. Hell, we have a group of people. I guess the oldest. I guess I'm the oldest on the team. And here we are going in to play for a world championship. And he came there in '59, and here we are 60. We're playing for the championship. And I guess it was disbelief, somewhat. We were trying to pinch ourselves to realize, yes, we were there. And maybe we were more thinking about where we were instead of what we were playing for. But we learned after that game, because after the game, he says, we will never lose another one. And you had to know that he meant it.
In the 1960 NFL Championship, the Packers waged a seesaw battle with the Eagles. Late in the fourth quarter, trailing 17-13, Green Bay learned a brutal big league lesson.
And we're down by 4. And so we have to score a touchdown. And we move about 80 yards. I mean, we're chewing up the field. Taylor is just wonderful.
Bart Starr has just one more chance. He throws a short pass to Jim Taylor. Taylor brings the crowd to its feet as he nearly gets loose. But Chuck Bednarik grabs him on the 10, and that's the end of the line.
Bednarik lays on Taylor and delays the clock to the point that we can't get another playoff.
In that locker room, after the game, I could still remember Lombardi saying, boys, you did a great job, you had a great season. And he said, this will never happen to us again.
The snow in the dressing room that, we'll never lose another one of these. So we knew we were going to be back. And sure enough, we were back playing the New York Giants in Green Bay. And he left the snow at that time. I told you we'd be back, but we're not going to lose today. And we didn't. But Vince was so positive in this thing. Everything was positive. There was no negative. The negative part of it would be something demeaning to yourself. You know, he'd tear you down. But he also, by the end of the week, build you back up and put you on that plane. He's very unique. Very, very unique.
You beat the Giants quite handily, is that right?
Oh, yes. Yes, matter of fact, we come in and there was a lot of hullabaloo about it, and et cetera, about us coming back in there, and we went out and stomped them. And Vince told us we would. He said, you've been here before. He said, there's not much to say to you. Just go out and do what you have to do, and that's what we did.
You mentioned the offense. Refresh my recollection on your defense.
Well, there was Bill Quinlan was over there, Ray Nitschke was over there. Dave Hanner was over there, Jordan. We had a very good defense, but see, the names were all on offense. And so everybody looked at our offense. But you know Vince's philosophy? You could never win without a defense. You had to have a good defense.
Willie Davis?
Willie Davis, Ray Nitschke, Dan Curry. Yeah, the defensive end, Willie Davis, Grimminger.
Oh, yeah. And your backfield was it Adderley? Was he with it?
Yeah, Herb was back there, yeah.
Willie Wood?
Willie Wood was back there, Herb, Willie Wood. Yeah. There were some great names.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Armed with Lombardi's prophetic promise and the bitter memory of being stopped just short of their goal, the Packers returned to the NFL Championship the very next year. In a blistering second quarter, Horning drew first blood on his way to tying the league's record of 19 points in a postseason game. Lombardi's relentless defense, led by number 66 Ray Nitschke, set up touchdowns 2 and 3 in the torrid scoring streak. By the end of the period, the Packers had sliced through the NFL's #1 defense for 24 unanswered points. By the end of the game, Green Bay humbled the Giants of New York, never letting them cast their shadow inside of the goal line. The '61 championship served notice that Green Bay was Titletown again,
do have a definition. It's very defining about offense and defense. Who wins them? We found out who really wins. The defense wins.
Sure.
The defense is responsible for it all. And the old man let us know near the end of my career that I was there. And he walked in the dressing room one time and told us, as an offensive team, how much we thought of ourselves. He says, the only damn reason we're going back to that game, he says, because of those people sitting over in the other room.
Did you physically segregate in the locker room?
Oh yes, that there for meetings. We'd have a united meeting that he started off with, then we divided down to offense and defense. And he let us know that day because he never didn't touch defense too much. He was all offensive oriented. And everything we were going to do, let me tell you what, Coach Lombardi was responsible for it.
Over the next 2 seasons, defensive standouts like Herb Adderley, Willie Davis, Henry Jordan, and Willie Wood all turned in Hall of Fame performances and kept the Packers better than respectable.
In '62, you won it again.
In the 1962 rematch, New York Sam Huff, number 70, made that brutally clear.
What Huff did to Taylor in that game, you wouldn't believe. Taylor in the first half split his tongue wide open, had a huge gash on his arm, and Taylor was unbelievable. Oh, was he tough.
Despite the vengeful attention paid by Huff, Taylor won that personal grudge match, setting a playoff record with 31 attempts for 85 yards, as well as the Packers' only touchdown. But it was defensively that the Packers dominated the game. Ray Nitschke tipped one pass for an interception and recovered 2 fumbles to earn MVP honors in Green Bay's second straight NFL championship.
Should have won in '63 too.
You lost in a.
Yeah.
You didn't get to the championship game, did you? You lost it.
Lost it. We lost Turkey Day. And think back at some of the things that were serious. And I think about some of the things that were a lot of fun to do. And I was happy to be part of it. How fortunate I am to be able to have you sitting here asking me. That's a privilege, and I just feel great about it. At
No
my
more
time
so than I do.
At my time in life, you know what I mean? There's not many things, you know, before you go out and you get drink and you carouse and you can do all these things. Now you start to get at a time in life where it's a lot for me to make the stairs. And it gets pleasurable. Every once in a while I'll pick up the paper and I'll see an article or something written about me. And it takes me back.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel good.
Everybody grabbing out there. Nobody touching. Get grabbing, everybody. Grab, grab, grab.
I love the game. The game is played in the sun, it's played in the cold, it's played no matter what the elements. That's why football's the greatest game going. That's what it's all about.
He's to the left side. He's got the block. He's inside the 10. He's got the 5. Cuts into the end zone.